Welcome to today's news discussion. I'm Sarah, and joining me is Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. Let's dive into the stories making headlines today.
First up, the EU's climate monitor has reported that the world experienced its second hottest May on record. Europe faced an unusually early heat wave, with records broken in several countries.
That's quite alarming. What exactly happened in these countries?
According to the report, Britain, France, Ireland, and Portugal all saw record-breaking temperatures last month. A heat dome of warm air from northern Africa pushed temperatures well above normal levels across Western Europe.
So, this heat wave was not just a minor spike, but a significant event. How does this fit into the broader picture of climate change?
The EU's climate monitor suggests that these kinds of climate extremes are becoming the new normal on the continent. The month was marked by a rapid increase in temperatures, and this pattern is consistent with the expected impacts of climate change.
That's a bit concerning. Are there any specific implications of this new normal for Europe?
Yes, the reporting indicates that as climate extremes become more frequent, Europe will need to adapt to more frequent and intense heat waves. This could have significant impacts on public health, agriculture, and energy systems.
That makes sense. It ties into the broader discussion about climate resilience and adaptation strategies. Have there been any notable responses or actions taken by European authorities?
The articles mention that the EU is monitoring the situation closely, but specific actions are not detailed. However, it's clear that the frequency and intensity of such events will likely drive policy discussions around climate adaptation.
Moving on to another story, there was an attack on an oil tanker off the coast of Oman, resulting in 3 Indian crew members missing.
That's right. The oil tanker Setabelo was struck, prompting a search and rescue operation. 21 crew members were rescued, but the 3 missing Indians are still being sought.
What do we know about the attack itself? Was it a missile strike or some other form of attack?
The reporting indicates it was a missile strike on the tanker. The incident has been condemned by India, and the Indian embassy in Oman is coordinating closely with local authorities to aid in the search and rescue efforts.
This is the latest in a series of attacks on commercial vessels in the Gulf region. Do we know who was responsible for the missile strike?
The articles don't specify who was behind the attack. The focus is on the response and the ongoing search and rescue operation.
Shifting gears, there's a poignant story coming out of Dublin, where a mother is recounting the moment she learned her daughter was stabbed in a violent attack.
Yes, the attack occurred in Parnell Square in November 2023. The mother shared that her daughter is now in a wheelchair and can only communicate by blinking due to severe brain damage.
That's heartbreaking. What about the person accused of the attack? Is there any update on that front?
Riyad Bouchakr, the accused, denies charges including attempted murder. He told authorities he was not in his right mind and did not intend to kill.
The trial is ongoing, and the mother's testimony has been emotional. How does this incident reflect broader concerns about public safety in Dublin?
The articles don't draw broader conclusions, but the incident has clearly had a significant impact on the family involved and is being closely followed due to the severity of the charges.
Let's move to a story from Hong Kong, where 7 individuals and 2 companies have been charged over a deadly fire at Wong Fuk Court.
That's right. The fire, which was one of the deadliest in decades, killing 16 people, has led to manslaughter charges. The investigation found widespread failures in fire safety measures during the estate's renovation.
So there were significant lapses in safety protocols. Are these charges the first step in holding those responsible accountable?
Yes, the charges indicate that authorities are taking the incident seriously and are pursuing accountability. The 2 companies charged include the consultant, Willpower Architects, and the main contractor, Prestige Construction and Engineering.
Finally, police in Chicago are investigating a large burning cross discovered at a park.
Yes, the incident is being treated as a potential hate crime or act of vandalism. Authorities are urging residents to come forward with any information about the incident.
Burning crosses are often associated with hate groups. Is there any indication that this was a targeted act?
The articles don't specify any motive or suspects, but the police are investigating all possible angles, including whether it was a hate-related incident.
These stories cover a wide range of topics, from climate change to violent incidents. It's clear that there are many complex issues at play globally.
Indeed. As we wrap up today's discussion, it's worth noting how these diverse stories intersect on themes like resilience and response to crises, whether they're environmental, violent attacks, or accidents.
That's a good point. It highlights the need for comprehensive strategies to address these challenges. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you to our listeners for joining us. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.